Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. I am, as ever and always, your host, the Lore Runner. I've never played any game in this series unless you count Ghost Recon Wildlands. Points if you get it. And so this is kind of new to me. Um, Walking in from an outsider perspective, but I will tell you one thing. Yeah, there's probably terrorists involved. There's probably there's like ridiculously hilariously evil people, like to the point where it's comical. Like, I don't know, firing an entire studio immediately after the release of the game. And then you've got the extremely patriotic people who are incredibly willing to do whatever is required to save the day. And there you go. That's every Tom Clancy thing ever, even after he died. Not really a dig, but it is kind of funny how much of Tom Clancy's works tend to line up in that exact same category. One moment, please, Act. So you'll probably notice that we've got the PS2 over there on the left. And that's because originally the intent was to play the PC version. In fact, I actually own the PC version. Um, and it looked like it was running pretty well. And then I had to get it into streamable status. For those of you who are not familiar with how that process works, first we have to make sure we can obtain a game. Then we have to make sure that we can run a game. Then we have to make sure we can stream a game. And then there's like a final pass of, is this acceptable for other reasons? Well, yeah, well, here we go. So yeah, we could not actually get this game streamable from the Steam version. Tried several attempts, including, of course, my favorite, which is using a third-party program. As also known as the thing I basically refused to do by policy for very, very good reasons after literal decades of experience of doing this. Sorry, decade of experience doing this. Decade plus. So, one moment, please. Sorry, I'm actually having an issue here. There we go. Sorry about that. So I was looking up some behind the scenes on this, and I found very, very little. It always irritates me a little bit. But what I did find was a couple of interesting little tidbits. First of all, if you look up some of the behind the scenes of this game, what you will see is a whole lot of talking about how impressive it is from a technical perspective. As if it's like, and that's it, right? Like, oh my God, the graphics. And that makes perfect sense because this is 2005. And if there's one thing everybody cared about in 2005 when it came to game design, it was graphics. So, cool. Not really relevant to me for any particular reason, but worthy of note. Okay, cool. What else do we got? Very little. However, there were a couple things I noticed. First of all, this game was rather expensive, $20 million budget in 2005, and a team of like 300, which is a fairly large team for a game like this. Also banned in South Korea for 2 years, probably because it involves a war with North Korea, so that makes sense. So either way, yeah, no, I look at this like, okay. But unfortunately, that's most of what I was able to find about this, except for one last asterisk. I'm going to pause here. Thank you, Ect, for the sub. As always, I will write that down for the PMP block. Undertale Yellow. Entropy 02. And thank you, as Miristar, very, very much. I will put that towards Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, also known as the objectively correct choice. And two other things. Yeah, no, 20 million for a game in 2005 was a fairly large chunk of change. But no, the other thing I kept finding in all of my research was phrases like best game or one of the best games of all time, or high mark of the entire series, or one of the best stealth games ever made, or a true classic that everyone should play. Stuff like that, right? And I just wanted to share that because nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, fills me with more dread when it comes to a review than beloved classic. Anyways, Rated M for mature. Yeah, no matter what I say or do about this game, I'm going to get backlash, guaranteed. I can't wait. I love this. Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, the soldier icon, Ubisoft, Ubi.com, and Ubisoft logo are trademarks of Ubisoft. Ubisoft, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 iterations of the word Ubisoft on the title page. 5. Oh yeah, and the reason we used the puzzle intro reel was because I don't have a stealth intro reel. So puzzle was as close as I had. Oh my god, I hope the whole game isn't this dark. Oh, thank God, Judah Joker. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to how copy-wronged we're going to get for this. We're just going to do it live and see what happens. Metal Gear does not deserve its own intro, so no. If I make a stealth intro reel, which I have no plans to at the moment, I don't have to think about what games go in that, because there's not actually a lot of stealth games. Really. Like we can do Metal Gear on the NES. Yeah, Thief, Hitman, Dishonored 2, probably. And, Plague Tale, and Prey. And that's pretty much the list right there. I'm sure I could come up with others, but I wouldn't put Assassin's Creed as a stealth game, personally. Interesting opening reel. I just watched this. Go ahead. That was alright. How's my day off? Oh, you mean yesterday? I thought you were making a joke about today. I got a lot of work done yesterday, though. Not all of it, unfortunately. Didn't have time to get everything done. Yeah, probably a flashing lights warning for this game. This is 2005. Nobody had heard of epilepsy back then. This is weird to control. Okay. What? What? Okay. I love these options. If you could even call it that. Yes.
The OPSAT is my link to Third Echelon. It tracks my current objectives in real time and collects and stores important data and notes. The map is not the territory. Before walking into the line of fire, take a look around. These two are my enemy. They're soldiers just like me, but I stay nice and quiet, they'll never know I'm here. The light is my real enemy. And the one good thing about lights is that they don't shoot back.
That's gonna cause me issues. I can tell you that right now. The camera is double standard. And I just spent 2 weeks playing a game with double inverted.
Soda can. Didn't anyone ever tell those jokers not to litter? I don't feel like writing them up. Whatever they leave behind becomes a tool for me to use. I'm in a good mood. I'll let these guys go home to their wives tonight.
Okay.
Most people my age try to stay fit by taking the stairs. But most people my age don't have to worry about guys with AK-47s. So I've had to find my own ways to keep in shape. The infrastructure designed to support a city, from plumbing to electrical work, from eaves and gutters to security fencing. It's invisible to the average person. But when invisibility is your livelihood, you need to learn to see the things that everyone else ignores. Myth. The deciding factor in a contact is firepower. Reality. Trading firepower for mobility increases life expectancy in combat. Remember, surprise is decisive, and you must be decisive. Travel light, conserve ammunition, and above all, keep moving, because you won't know if you're in a bad position until you've stopped and won. Damn, one more thing. When under fire, reposition, then reacquire.
No, mortal. Unless you count Ghost Recon Wallens, but I already made that joke. So it sounds like this is secondary shoot, this is primary shoot, this is swap. I'm trying to process these buttons as we go, because like this is apparently switch modes, this is apparently interact, and this is apparently other interact.
The history of the world is the history of cryptography. Secrets are meant to be stolen, locks meant to be opened. This is the key. To access a secure device or file structure, you need to locate an open port address. They look just like internet addresses. This little rig checks port address fragments on the right and eliminates fragments that are correct. If you're quick, you can lock them in place. The device is showing a list of possibilities. The longer you're in the system, the more of those addresses third echelon can eliminate. Unfortunately, time is not your friend here. If you time out, you'll sound an alarm. And if you abort after the critical threshold, you'll also sound an alarm. When you think you know the correct port address, simply select it on the left and you're in.
No, and I don't think I want to, Spartan. Let's not give idiots more attention than they deserve.
I've seen more men die in doorways than anywhere else combined. Always use caution when approaching a door, and use every tool at your disposal to ensure you aren't walking into an ambush. Locked doors provide a couple of approaches. Picking a lock is all about feel.
Oh no.
Rotate the pick until you feel the pin start to move. Release it by wiggling gently at its threshold, then move to the next pin. Anyone who says I'm cold and detached has never picked a lock in his life. Sometimes if you're sloppy, you might not have time to be subtle. Thankfully, a good solid blade makes short work of a lock, but it's loud and leaves trace, so use it carefully. If you're careful and observant, sometimes you'll find a golden opportunity to breach a door and eliminate any threats at the same time.
What, Michael Ironside? He's Michael Ironside, Mr. Red. What do you want from me? That's right, he was in CNC3. The only good Command and Conquer game.
The one shadow that no one is ever suspicious of is his own. When you're close enough to read the label on his uniform, close enough to smell his aftershave, every step he takes is a step you've given him. A step that brings you closer to your objective. Every breath he takes, every decision he makes, is one that you've allowed until it's time to go your separate ways, and the decision is yours alone.
Look. Listen, I'm looking forward to being literally Hitler today, Judo Joker. feels like L is generally non-lethal and R is generally lethal. Because that seems to be true with both melee and with guns so far. I'm presuming, of course.
Respect for the enemy is a requirement for survival. But that doesn't mean you can't look down on them sometimes. Use every opportunity to come at them from an unexpected direction.
Yeah, that was my fault for reading and typing at the same time. What I find funny about that, Mr. Red, is I made like 3 separate errors there in typing that. Caught all 3 of them, but apparently I also made a 4th error.
This includes attacks from above, attacks from behind. And even attacks from below.
We don't talk about the N-gauge here. Yeah, no kidding, but...
The heads-up display includes a light meter wired into a series of photocells in my suit, providing real-time visibility data. When the meter is at 0, I'm a ghost's shadow. When it's at max, I'm lit up like a Dutch brothel, as Lambert would say. I don't want to know how he knows that.
How would a Dutch brothel be lit up?
The sound meter. It indicates the amount of noise I'm making, but also tracks the local ambient noise level. Any noise I make that doesn't spike over the slider is masked by the ambient and undetectable.
Hey.
The SC-20K is the 3rd Echelon's prototype modular assault rifle. It can be configured with 4 different attachments. The primary module is a 5.56 by 45 assault rifle in a bullpup configuration with a 1.5 times reflex sight and an integral silencer. The binary trigger offers semi-automatic fire with a half squeeze and fully automatic fire when you hold the trigger down. The foregrip attachment provides a stable firing platform and allows for better control over recoil during sustained fire. The launcher attachment uses a range of 40mm devices, including less than lethal options like the sticky shocker or ring airfoil, and specialized surveillance tools like the sticky camera. The shotgun attachment fires a 12-gauge shell loaded with triple-aught buck. It's not subtle, but its stopping power can't be beat at close range. The sniper attachment fires a 20mm anti-material APDS round. It can easily overpenetrate hardcover. Controlled breathing just before firing offers pinpoint accuracy.
It's just a video. I'm sorry. Hang on. This is... Hang on. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. Sorry, hang on. My website is having legitimately serious issues. And it would actually take me a while to explain, so forgive me for not. It's actually not WordPress. It's my server host who have forced an update about like 20 minutes ago down my throat against my will, I might add. Literally forced it onto me, and go figure, it broke things. Try to be shocked. More than a little frustrating. Sort of lean on the website a lot for a lot of things. Yeah, that's gonna go away. Okay. I'm liking the music more than not so far. Not this song, the song that plays during these things.
The heads-up display includes a light meter wired into a series of photocells in my suit, providing real-time visibility data. When the meter is at 0, I'm a ghost shadow. When it's at max, I'm lit up like a Dutch brothel, as Lambert would say. I don't want to know how he knows that. Below the light meter is the sound meter. It indicates the amount of noise I'm making, but also tracks the local ambient noise level. Any noise I make that doesn't spike over the slider is masked by the ambient and undetectable. The SC-20K is the third echelon's prototype modular assault rifle. It can be configured with 4 different attachments. The primary module is a 5.56 by 45 assault rifle in a bullpup configuration with a 1.5 times reflex sight and an integral silencer.
Sorry, Spartan, this is my fault.
Offers semi-automatic fire with a half squeeze and fully automatic fire when you hold the trigger down.
mean, it's actually
Forward
my
attachment provides a
host's
stable
fault.
firing platform and allows for better control over recoil during sustained fire. The launcher attachment uses a range of 40mm devices, including less than lethal options like the sticky shocker or ring airfoil, and specialized surveillance tools like the sticky camera. The shotgun attachment fires a 12-gauge shell loaded with triple-aught buck. It's not subtle, but its stopping power can't be beat at close range. The sniper attachment fires a 20mm anti-material APDS round. It can easily overpenetrate hard cover. Controlled breathing just before firing offers pinpoint accuracy.
Okay, so moment of truth. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the website here and pray, because everything may be broken. Okay, so review page still working. Link to the document still working. Link to the guessing game still working. Queue is still working. List is still working. That was actually a big one because that's a custom plugin. I think that's all the main stuff. Ticker's still working. Dark mode's still working. Pages are still working. Okay. That's a minor heart attack. I don't even feel like explaining all of that nonsense. We're just gonna move on. Moving on. Yeah, we're gonna play normal. With that many buttons, we're playing normal. No, my dick's actually big, Yura.
Looks like a Chinese Jiangwei-class cruiser with a North Korean destroyer escort. Events in the Yellow Sea took a turn for the worse today when North Korean and Chinese forces blockaded and boarded a Japanese cargo ship. The North Korean government released no official statement, and their ambassador remained out of contact. While at the UN, Chinese Ambassador Long Dan urged the U.S. and her longtime Japanese allies to remain calm, calling the blockades a legitimate response to what the rest of Asia views as a possible remilitarization of Japan. This blockade is an act of war. The NSC is working on a formal response, and they've ordered the USS Walsh to close at flank speed. The Walsh is the most advanced spy ship in history. My best man will be on board.
Oh yeah, sorry, politics. I know it's not, you know, polemic day.
What do you know? Chinese and North Korean ships working together again.
It's what we expected.
That's a 056 prototype, Chinese.
Exactly.
How are your sea legs?
I haven't lost them.
Good. Because the 056 prototype isn't the only new fish in the pond.
Admiral Toshiro Otomo, head of Japan's newly formed Information Self-Defense Force, had this to say.
This is another distressing attempt by China and North Korea to further depress our faltering economy. The ISDF and Japan appeal to our allies for the military support promised us under the post-war constitution of 1946.
The fact remains that in the eyes of many in Asia, the ISDF itself is a violation of the post-war constitution, prohibiting Japan from maintaining a military force capable of striking beyond its borders. In Asia, the memories of Imperial Japan are still fresh.
Poor John Handerham. Handerham. Oh my gosh.
Been a long time, boy. When's the last time I saw you?
I'm afraid I have no recollection of that, Senator.
That's right. It has been a while.
Nice condom you got here.
Well, thanks. I got a space set up for you in the forecastle. You can make yourself to home and, heck, no one will even know you're here.
I can't tell what I think of these cutscenes. Like, obviously the CGI is crap, right? I mean, duh. But, like, it's... The actual thing that's bothering me is the weird, bite-sized nature of them.
Fisher, an American engineer named Bruce Morgenholt has been kidnapped by a Peruvian separatist group called the People's Voice. Their suspected leader, Hugo Lacerda, is a hardcore revolutionary preaching information warfare as the only realistic means to achieve revolution in modern society. We need you to get in there and recover or destroy any information Morgenholt may have been forced to divulge, and if possible, rescue him. As for Lacerda, he's just been bumped onto our target of opportunity list. So if you have a shot, take it.
Hostage rescue isn't normally our bag, but Morgenholt was part of Project Watson, the UN committee that studied Philip Mass's handiwork after Georgia. Some people are worried that this kidnapping is just a cover-up, and that Morgenholt is being interrogated for classified information about the Mass kernels. Fact is that some of the tricks Mass came up with could be used to do a lot of damage. We need to contain that information at all costs.
The target area is a lighthouse attached to an abandoned Spanish colonial-era fortification and some nearby structures. We don't have an exact location on Morgenholt, so you'll have to find him yourself. Insertion will be at night by Zodiac onto the beach beneath the fort. Thermal imaging shows that there are some old natural and semi-natural caves under the fort, so you may be able to use those for infiltration.
All right, Fisher. The helicopter will drop you a few kilometers offshore in the Zodiac. You'll have one of my Zodiacs and logistical support in and out of the target area. Extraction will be by helicopter from the top of the lighthouse.
Displace International holds the contract with Wright Pritchard Technologies to protect their VIPs in potentially hostile situations. We did a thorough threat evaluation for their project in Peru, and we accepted the VIP detail on Morgenholt. The guys who came after him knew what they were doing. This was not a tourist grab. I lost 3 good men in the snatch, and I'm currently preparing a rescue plan for approval from Morgenholt's family and Wright Pritchard. This is going to cost Displace a lot of money.
So he's the bad guy, obviously. So, real quick. Let me talk about what I meant with regards to the cutscenes thing. I like to use examples. Unfortunately, I don't think I have them handy. Obviously, old CGI is old CGI, right? That's just something we're going to go ahead and accept. And as we've discussed many, many times, I don't ding a game for something they couldn't do better, right? Hardware limitations or technology limitations or whatever. Right? I'm not going to ding a 1980s game for not having top-of-the-line CGI graphics. Make sense? Yeah, this is a 2005 game. So while there's some about the animation and some odd awkwardness, that's whatever. I can walk right past that. But direction, as Mr. Red so accurately pointed out, can still exist regardless of such things. I can actually use 3 examples right off the top of my head. StarCraft 1, which had surprisingly good direction, especially Brood War, which predates this by 6 years, I think, which had surprisingly good direction despite having much worse CGI. Command & Conquer 1 and Command & Conquer Red Alert, both of which are also 90s games. There's still, directing still exists, right? You could still have, like, terribly badly animated stuff, but you could still do interesting stuff with it, right? Yeah, Halo is actually another good example of that. So I'm not going to ding it for the visuals, but I am not going to give it a positive for direction. I don't think it's negative worthy. But there's a lot of weird stuff going on with a lot of those cutscenes we just saw. The thing that struck me the most is it kept doing the flipping through the TV channel concept, which you don't really see a lot these days. It happened a lot in the late 90s and the early aughts because they could only have, and I forget the specific limitation, someone more tech savvy could explain this, but the larger the video file, the more problems it had running. So what they would do is they would have a cutscene that's supposed to be like, 2 minutes long or whatever, right? And they would chop it up. So this part plays, and then this part plays, and then this part plays, and then this part plays, right? Now, there's ways to make that work, and you could probably think of examples right off the top of your head on the PlayStation 1, on the PlayStation 2. There's examples where there's a game where it's like, and it pauses for a second, and then it plays like what is seemingly the next scene, and it pauses for a second, and then it plays the next scene, right? In other words, chopping up the file. But the weird thing here is they did a fade out almost each time, and an audio fade out. Like it was like watching a snippet, like a short on YouTube of dun 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 dun. And that I'm sorry, I cannot be the only person who looked at that and was just weirded out by the fact that it was like getting like just strobed by cutscenes as we were going through them. Again, I'm not going to ding it for that, but unfortunately, I am not going to give it a positive for the cutscenes either, because they could have gotten a positive here is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, The Muppets, which is 70s? No, that can't be right. When was The Muppets? Help me out here. That had to be 70s. Because Star Wars. All right, so we could take, what do we got? What do we got? So we've got a recommendation, which is an SC-20 with a foregrip, a pistol, a sticky camera, sticky shocker, airfoil round, and flash grenade. It was 70s, I was right. The stealth, which is the same recommendation, or the loud, which gives us an airfoil round and a flash grenade, but not a sticky. So in other words, literally, like, it's the same loadout, except the stealth loadout has a sticky shocker. That's the only difference. Okay. Well, by sheer virtue of wanting the full loadout. And yeah, absence of subtitles is something I'm probably not going to give a negative. Oh, God! A -4. Oh, God, please. Please tell me I can change that. I know you can't. I know there's no options. I know options don't exist. Huh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Actually, holy crap. Options do exist. I am shocked. Holy crap, this game officially has options. One option. But it's the one I want most. Oh, thank you, God. Option. Let's be clear, it's a singular. Oh my God. Okay, I don't want to make fun, but this is so dark that I can see my own reflection in the monitor more than I can see the game. That's not a joke. I literally could see more of me than I could see the game, which is really disorienting, by the way. I might have had to turn off the lights there so I can see the game. Yeah, this is weird because, like, there is there's an offset. There's over-the-shoulder thing. But you notice it's shifting where the offset is. It feels like there's some kind of code running somewhere determining where the camera is actually sitting as we move it around. Like, you're watching that, right? Like, right now we're centered. If we go over here, now we're over to the right shoulder. If we go over here, now we're onto the left shoulder. You see that? Interesting. Hang on. What am I looking at? Oh, Jesus, that is so dark! So there's heat. I don't know what this is. Is this sound? Ah, got it. Just playing around with the indicators a little bit there. No, that's actually a real thing, Trihexia. Look it up. Part of the stipulation of Japan's conditional surrender and the not quite occupation that ended up happening as a consequence is that Japan, to this day, is not allowed to have a military. And the definition of a military is a lot more specific. But yeah, it's literally written into their constitution at this point. Okay. Okay. But like I said, the specific definition of not allowed a military is actually quite detailed, and it's been argued many reasons for decades at this point, like since I was born. Okay, so sorry, I'm getting used to controls. Forgiveness. Okay, so there's that. And then we could switch over to the grenade, and then this switches up to that. And then this, yep, okay, so that unequips. I have no idea you're... Okay. This switches modes. I like how I immediately become more visible by standing up. That's just a mild amusement. Yeah, no, like, I don't know, I'm probably stupid, but L2, which is that, just keeps, in my brain, it keeps being the kind of thing I want to use, especially since R2 is how we pull up that. I guess that pulls up that, so this should be, that's jump. Okay. This switches, nope. So this switches modes. This is jump. Climb. Of course, Judo Joker. Of course. It all makes sense.
I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Is everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think gorilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
Hey, Esteban, look here. What? What is it? There's some kind of caves back here. Look! Look! There's some kind of old breach there. You know, I heard that smugglers used to use these old caves. Smugglers? See, they probably had all sorts of secret passages and tunnels down here. Come on.
I can't get over the tiny ledge.
Hello?
I can't get over the ledge. I think we just killed a couple of guys because I couldn't figure out how to not kill them. Okay. What happens if I go down here? Okay. Let's see how our checkpointing is. Okay. Okay. Yep. All right. All right. Yep. Nice like that.
I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Is everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think gorilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
Hey, Esteban, look here.
All right. Hold on. When I think gorilla, I think Kalashnikov. Okay, so we have a save. Hang on.
What is it? There's some kind of caves back here. Look! Look! There's some kind of old breach there. You know, I heard that smugglers used to use these old caves. Smugglers? See, they probably had all sorts of secret passages and tunnels down here. Come on.
Non-lethally drown this guy really quick.
You okay?
Okay, non-lethally drown this guy really quick here. Pretty sure I should just kill those two guys, but whatever. Oh god, I don't know, Plutonia. There are several. Yeah, they're dead. They're I can't even see their corpses, so yeah, they're extremely dead. Rated M for mature.
think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah?
What? Yeah. No, that would probably kill us. Yeah. That makes sense.
There's some kind of caves back
I
here.
hit the wrong button, if you're wondering what happened there.
Look, there's some kind of old bridge there. You know, I heard that smugglers used to use these old caves. Smugglers? See, they probably had all sorts of secret passages and tunnels down here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the comment section on this one. Okay.
Whoa, careful! It's safe, don't worry.
Thank you, Act. I appreciate you getting ahead of that. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Where are you going? Careful! Maybe it's not safe. Don't be a fool. All caves like these are dangerous. I'm not going any further. Fine, do what you like.
Again, Mr. Red? God damn it.
I'm gonna head back. Okay. I'm going to stay here.
That's true. Nothing could be worse than Halo. Nothing.
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah? They got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
Try and find out where they got it. See if those crates have SSCC barcodes on them and scan them with your EEV.
Having successfully gotten past that section, let's go and save. Ah! Thank you, Uthor. As always. I'll put that towards Detroit Become Human. No, I'll put that towards nothing. I'll put it towards the objectively correct choice. Oh, never mind. Wow. War Within. Jedi Survivor. Jedi Fallen Order. You got it. Yeah, pull out your target brand scanner. Do you need to find out if the bad guys have something illegal? Don't worry. Target Brand's got your back. Just run it over the barcode, and in mere seconds it'll tap into our professionally licensed database. And each time you do so, it'll charge you 15 cents. Remember, any overages from your usage allotment for the month will be charged $3 per usage. Thank you for using Target. And thank you, Daniel Bird. As always. Oh, I'm afraid it's always objectively the correct choice, but so that's going towards Yakuza Block. 1. Yakuza like Dragon. And Opus Magnum. Okay. I was gonna say, the walking all over the place was actually a complaint I had. The traversal was a complaint I had for Hollow Knight. And, yeah. Let's see. Sorry, jotting down some thoughts. This is just our audio for a bit while I try to figure out the controls here. I legitimately don't know what to do. No button is doing anything, and occasionally it jiggles, and I don't... Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. So this is me jiggling around movement. The only thing that's doing anything. It's just... He's fine. He's fine. Okay, I probably want to figure out how to do this at some point. But, like... No! Okay. Okay, that's... Oh, God, that's confusing. But he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Don't worry about it. He's never been better. What did...
Think he's had enough?
He's had enough when he can't talk.
Talking? Madre de Dios, he hasn't been able to speak for an hour.
He could be faking it.
No!
Apparently they spotted me over there, which makes sense. I did go out into the light. I'm curious. What happens if I just shoot this guy?
I don't want to find anything anyway.
Oh no, he spots me instantly if I do that. Wow.
It doesn't sound too good down there, Fisher.
The sound isn't the problem. You should smell it.
You're sure he's dead?
Deader than Elvis.
All right. Leave the body. We still need to recover any traces of the interrogation. Grim will call you back.
Interesting shadow production.
Sam, what are you doing?
Making sure he's not suffering.
Well, leaving NATO rounds in his body is not going to look good. Leave the evidence alone and get moving.
On my way.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what Twitch is thinking. I mean, I do know what Twitch is thinking. They're thinking, let's fire as many people as possible to lower overhead costs, and then raise our prices as much as possible to raise profits. Then let's do massive stock buybacks in order to artificially increase the value of our stock so we can make more money.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenholt might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
Probably, DVD. Like it or not, as many stupid things as companies will do, they usually tend to follow trends if something isn't working.
There is something fishy here.
Usually. Lots of ambient sound here when the thunder goes up. But lots of light over there, too. Just gonna wait for a thunder crash.
Who broke the lights?
Well, okay. And we're dead. Perfect. I bet you, because I actually want to check something here. I bet you money that the checkpoint is the load screen. What do you want to bet? Yep. That's as expected.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenholt might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
Nothing here. Never hurts to check.
I mean, Fisher was canonically in his 40s at this point. I forget how old Michael Ironside was. Is he not? Okay.
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good.
Get out here right now!
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenholt might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
First impression. Pretty dark. I wonder if I could just sit over here so I can't see myself. There, now I just see a bunch of Pokemon.
From the looks of it, these gorillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good.
That's weird.
And in answer to Darkrai's question,
Did both get away okay?
yes.
Man down.
No threat now.
I mean, I could just turn off the webcam. Lord knows nobody wants to watch me anyways. We're not doing all the classic WADs for Doom. First of all, that would make for a very long, very boring, very slow stream. Second of all, and more importantly, those weren't paid for.
Need to make sure that whatever Morgenhold might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
Oh, God, I literally didn't see him. Wow. Alright, we're gonna poke at something here. That's great, Darkrai, but no. Abso-frickin-lutely not. No. No, 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 no. No. No, no. Ah, okay, so that actually doesn't do what I thought it did.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenhold might have told
Okay,
them about
well,
Mass's algorithms
screw it. Let's
never
at least try it.
Okay.
Because it's getting to the point where I'm having trouble playing the
Wireless
game
link
now.
coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have
Literally
uploaded to their
cannot
servers.
see.
Exactly.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch me play the classic Doom mods. I'm here. I don't think you can even see my hand there. Whatever. Can I have a flashlight on my face? I feel like that would diminish the point of being able to see what I'm doing. So it's kind of different, Darkrai, because the two the two examples that you gave. That's true. You can see the white shirt here. The two examples you gave are Shovel Knight and Ocarina. The problem is, first of all, both of that content was baked into those games when they were added to the list. So that was part of the deal from the word go. The moment Ocarina was added to the list, we were going to do Master Quest, and the moment Shovel Knight was added to the list, we were going to do all the Shovel Knight stuff. Second of all, because of the aforementioned, that was calculated. All of
Sam, it's Grim.
the
We
time
need to make sure that whatever
allocation
Morgenhold
for
might
that
have
was
told them
already
about
something that was
Mass's
put into
algorithms
it.
never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
Okay, so there's a guy. Like, imagine for a moment that we're in the middle, like, Ocarina has just been funded, and all of this sudden, like, before we get to it, they decided to patch in Master Quest.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh,
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good.
What's really funny about this is anybody who's watched me for any length of time knows that I actually really love stealth games. There's only a very small number that I really enjoy, though. Like, I can count on one hand, kind of small. I have not played Styx. I've never even heard of Styx, actually. Or if I have, it's just not ringing a bell. Yeah, Hitman, Deus Ex, Dishonored 2, specifically. Those were played separately. Those were also funded separately, Darkrai. So that is a pretty good comparison, and yeah, that's exactly what would happen. If for some insane reason you guys want to watch me fail at playing Doom for hours, and then eventually turn on cheats, then sure, that's your decision, not mine. Don't mistake me. I'm happy that that stuff got baked in. Really, I think that update was an awesome update. But, like, that's... no. Yeah, the Cyberpunk DLC was also a refunding. And that was kind of a weird one, though, because that fundamentally changed the game so much we're having to replay the entire game, which is... irritating? I think that's the word I want to use there. Irritating. One moment. I apologize for the delay. I need to check a setting on the emulator. Perfect. So if I hit this button, then I move forward a foot, and then I hit this button. Excellent. So, here's the deal. It looks like we can save anywhere, which is good, and is going to get a positive. But because that takes forever, because this is a PS2 game and involves saving to a frickin' memory card each time, we're just going to use save states each time I would have saved. That pretty much mandates that I'm going to go ahead and not save in combat, because I don't think you can save in combat, but I'm just using the save states to save time. Sense make? Yeah, it does not count as cheating. We're literally just preventing me from having to do boop, and then boop. Here, I'll even demonstrate, because this is the save anywhere thing. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. And that is the save. See? So, or we could just tap that button. See the difference? Oops. Oh man, that's going to be great. I can't wait to get through TNT. I actually don't know anything about any of them, personally, Darkrai, other than Plutonia. And I'm going to be really honest, the only reason I know about Plutonia is because I have a viewer in chat right now whose name is Plutonia. Oh yeah, I forgot to check that, but thank you for checking for me. Oh, you're right. Oh, I hate that burger. I should somehow manage to find like 3 little headlights so I could just be sitting here and you could just see the 3 headlights, the 3 flashlights. You know what, hang on. I actually know exactly where my emergency flashlight is because of course I do. Always know where your emergency flashlights are. And candles. It's actually funny, I haven't needed the emergency candles in like 15 years, something like that. But I still have them. You never really lose that habit. Same with drinking water. Always have at least a gallon of water, potable water, just sitting somewhere. Just in case. Woo! Okay, that's actually blind. I can do this. I'm ready to stream. No, this is blinding. I can't see anything. I can barely read chat right now. I can do it like this. This is me. I'm ready. No. Sorry. Moving on. Moving on. Really, Mortal? Yeah, I've seen a lot of jokes before about how Sam Fisher's wandering around and like, oh my god, there he is! And Sam's like, how did you see me? And they're like, we followed the green lights. We followed the green lights. Look for the green lights. Okay, yeah. Wait, is the bot already dead? Did someone already kill the bot? Oh my god, someone already killed the bot. Actually, we never got rid of aggregates. We just zoomed in the camera more. Oh, 3 lenses. 1, 2, 3.
Get away okay?
I'm assuming.
See, they've been gone for a while.
How many men went with them?
Lacerda went. And he took 4 others.
You'll be able to keep your guard up with 4 less men?
No one will get by me, sir.
Yeah, so aggregates technically do still exist, but it's just we kind of changed how we define them. Let me give you an example. Let's say that a level in a Mega Man game or a Mario game is good. That, by definition, is in fact an aggregate. Because nowadays we keep track of all the different aspects of what level design is past simply the level. Make sense? Can I just, like, not shoot this? Okay, whatever. Exactly. Offshore Twitch account. You get it. I feel like a real horror streamer out here. Or I'm playing FNAF. One of the two. And the really bad, too, if you think about it offshore Twitch account. Yeah, I was debating the lack of music, as I always do. We'll see what I think long term. We're still on the first mission, for God's sakes. But so far it's not bothering me because they've been making good use of ambience. A proper soundscape can and has in many games replace good music direction. That being said, like I said, we'll see if this ends up being, you know, good long term or if this turns into another Breath of the Wild situation. And yeah, I think I can already argue for a plus to sound for story. You know, the atmosphere side of it. Plus to sound gameplay-wise, that's probably already going to be a positive. I've put down a question mark for that. And yeah, the music I've heard so far has been pretty positive. We're going to put a question mark behind that. But I've been liking it for what I've been hearing. Oh, my back. Okay. Also, the game does have mid-mission checkpoints. I'm not sure how well spread out they are. That could determine whether that's a positive or not. Oh, man, if this is Jesper Kyd... Oof. Oh, man. Like, I don't want to put him in, like, the top 5 or top 10 composers, but he's up there. Hold on. What? Did I just loop? I didn't just loop. God damn it. Aha! Jesper Kyd did the cutscene music. Am I pronouncing that right, by the way? Does anyone know? Jesper Kyd, Jesper Kyd, Jesper Kid. Jesper Kyddy doo doo doo. I've never heard it said out loud, so I'm just presuming here. Could be Yeet? Man, I don't know. I know nothing. Walk up to the guy. Hey, how do you pronounce your name? What? How do you pronounce your name? Tell me. Swear to me. I'm sorry. It's pronounced Kiayu. What? Kiayu. And then I shoot him. Because it's pronounced Spire. Oh, God. I stopped saying Colmeany's name on camera. You know, on video camera. Because I got tired of people trying to correct me on how to pronounce it. He's asleep. Paranoid android. Don't tell anyone that I'm breaking into the enemy base. Okay, so I think I figured out how this works. Yep. Okay, so how it works on the PS2 controller is you have to... How do I even explain this? You have to rotate the left analog until you find where it starts jostling. Then you have to go back and forth several times in that spot you found. Oh, God, you can see the red light on my controller. Do you see that? Anyways, and then you rotate it back and forth on that spot to then get that thing. That's actually not as bad as I thought, but that's extremely non-intuitive. I wonder it took me so long to figure out what I was doing there. Yeah, we're going to call that a wash, I think. Oh, there is someone awake. I didn't even see him. I'll let you live. Every breath you take is one I allow you. What? Why? 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 There's a mud crab somewhere. Oh, I think you're right. I think I moved too early.
That server is probably the one that the technician transferred Morgan Holt's information to.
What should I do?
You'll have to access it and scrub the data.
Why don't I use the night vision? Honestly, because this looks like ass to me. Like, this is unpleasant to my eyes. So I'm trying to use it as little as possible.
Good work, Sam. That wiped whatever information Morgenhold might have given them.
Don't they wonder what happened to it?
It was easy enough to make your little intrusion look like a memory allocation error. Don't worry, we give you the best tools.
Contact with the International Space Station has been lost. Technicians fear the station may have been struck by a micrometeor. Peruvian government has communicated their suspicions that American Bruce Morgenholt was kidnapped by an organization known as the People's Voice. The group itself has not released any public statements. Did I do it? Erase. Erase. Go. Yes. No. Erase. Delete. Accomplish. Go, web, go. Apparently I did it. Okay, sure. Nice thunder under the ground over there. I have never played a Tony Hawk game, believe it or not. Not on purpose. I always wanted to find, like, the best Tony Hawk game and play that one, because the idea interests me. Okay, we're going to go ahead, save here. No, don't. Okay, whatever. We had a thunder at the time anyway, so whatever. Close the door behind me. Come on. I gotta close. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm just gonna let that go. So how do I interrogate someone? No night fishing. Too many people would probably consider that easy mode, though.
You look troubled. Thunderstorms make me nervous.
Why?
I was a boy in Granada when the Americans invaded in '83. My father was in the army. When he realized we could not win, he led us into the mountains with some of his men and all of our families.
And?
The Americans caught up with us one night in the middle of a thunderstorm. A thunderstorm like this one.
What happened?
They struck in the dark. We never heard them, never saw them. They timed their fire with the thunder. The bodies dropped in the darkness. With each flash of lightning, there would be more corpses.
Your family survived?
They left the women and children. No, the Americans are not butchers. But since that night, I've always been afraid of the thunder.
Well, you're scaring me too.
I know. As I said, they are not butchers. Their weapon is fear, and fear does not spread among the dead.
I was really tempted to kill his buddy there. Also, that line, "The Americans are not butchers," is an extremely Tom Clancy line. I'm not complaining, I'm just calling attention to it. Rated M for mature and lack of lighting. Damn right, boobs! I hereby postulate that mammary glands are fascinating. Would anyone like to rejoinder? Yeah, no. What's funny is later this very month, we'll probably be playing Doom 3. Speaking of dark games. I wonder. Yeah, Doom 3. That's another game we might turn off the lights for. Yes, Doom 3. So, okay. Several people have asked why Doom 3 is there and not Doom 64, and also why Doom 3 is in a weird spot. They're both the same reason, which is why I'm discussing them together. No, we'll be playing the, I believe it's the BFG edition? I hope so, because that's the only one I got on Steam. Anyways. So, first of all, for those of you not familiar with the lore of Doom, I don't blame you. They don't exactly emphasize it. But Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom 64, Doom 4, and Doom 5 all form a fairly linear line. They're not super connected to each other, and it's not like you're going to miss out for not having, for not playing them in order. But they are part of the same overall story. So that's the line. Problem is, we already played Doom 64. In fact, that's a modern review, only 3 years ago. So we're not re-reviewing Doom 64. There's no reason to. But people were specifically asking to add Doom 3 to the block. Or if you remember, when we first built the Doom block, it was just Doom 1 and 2, and then we added Doom 4 and 5, and then people were like, hang on. Can we also add Doom 3? And I have no idea why people wanted to add Doom 3, but that's their prerogative. No judgment. But, if you've been paying attention, you've been paying attention to the fact that Doom 3... Okay. I should be saving more often. You'll be paying attention to the fact that Doom 3 is not part of the same through line. Doom 3 is an Elseworlds. It's completely separate over there on its own. It was intended as a reboot, and then they never did anything with it, because it was Doom 3. So we have only two options then. We can play Doom 3 first, or we can play it last. And honestly, it just felt better to go from Doom 3 to Doom 1 than to go from Doom 5 to Doom 3.
Thunderstorms make me nervous. Why? I was a boy in Granada when the Americans invaded in '83. My father was in the army. When he realized we could not win, he led us into the mountains with some of his people. All of our
That is a very good question. I should mention that I have played Doom 3, and I hated it. Now, I only played it the one time, so and that's a very vague opinion, so I have no idea if it's actually worth a damn. But I do not have fond memories of that game at all. Yeah, exactly. It has a bad shotgun in a Doom game. That really does say a lot. You'll notice that one of the selling features, this is true, for those of you who weren't there for it, about Doom 4, aka Doom 2016, was that they were bringing back the super shotgun. That was literally a sales feature of Doom 4 because of Doom 3. Not a joke. Yeah, I played Doom 3 when it came out. I actually haven't played the BFG edition, which has the expansion built in, by the way. At least that's what I double-checked yesterday when I was getting all the games lined up for upcoming streams. I've actually heard the same thing, but we're going to be playing the PC version, because I already have that. From the side. Yeah, that would not have occurred to me, I'll be honest. Yeah, I have issues with Arkham Knight, but it did the combat pretty well. Yeah, that was the other thing. Doom 3... Like, Doom 3 doesn't fit thematically, it doesn't fit narratively, it doesn't fit gameplay-wise. It doesn't fit tonally. Doom 3 just does not fit the rest of the series. The only reason it's part of the Doom block at all is because it has the word Doom in it. It's like reviewing Final Fantasy Legends 3 in a Final Fantasy block. There's no real actual reason to do that, except for the fact that it has Final Fantasy in the name. I'm sorry, for those of you who don't know, Final Fantasy Legends 3 is actually Saga 3. It's part of the Saga series. And if you've never heard of that, Octopath Traveler is part of the Saga series. Not a... Okay, that worked out. So, from the side, as non-intuitive... okay. Okay, so hang on, so let's try this again. Exactly, off the deep road. And yeah, Final Fantasy Adventure, which is actually the first Mana game.
Evening Star.
Maria Narcissa.
You're not trying to set me up on another blind date, I hope.
The Maria Narcissa is a boat.
So was the last girl you set me up with.
Fisher.
Oh my god.
The Maria Narcissa is a cargo ship owned and operated by Celestina Inc., a Portuguese shipping company, registered in the Philippines, cross-Pacific freight contracts. Lots of details missing.
Sounds suspicious.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another date after all.
Can't wait to meet her.
Fisher, your primary objectives are complete. We can extract you whenever you're ready. You'll need to signal for a helicopter pickup from the top of the lighthouse, but make sure the light is out first.
Will do.
So, I haven't played the DLC for Kingdom Come Deliverance. Interrogate!
Who were you talking to?
What? Who are you?
I'm the guy who's going to break your knees if you don't tell me who you were talking to.
Oh God! It was Lacerda! Hugo Lacerda!
Where is he?
It's aboard the ship! The Maria Narcissa!
Why?
Weapons! He's delivering the new weapons to the other cells!
If I find out you're lying, I will come back for you.
Oh God! Please! I don't know anything else!
Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance is a game I hope I never re-review, as absolutely horrible as that sounds. Because I was quite positive on that game. But, it's really, really, really long. it's a biggin'. And there's a lot to do. We actually cheated my last playthrough and became Herb Man. That was fun. But yeah, it's well written, well acted, well performed. The characters are interesting, the setting's interesting. It was good stuff. I'd call that 2 dads out of 10. And yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance was just announced pretty recently. And I am looking forward to it. Kind of. Look, it's not my fault that games are too long, Logan. Ah! Okay, I'm blind. So I was like, part of the reason I came up here is I'm actually curious of something.
What the hell was that?
What? Oh my god, there's a guy right there. I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't realize you existed. I hope you could forgive me for making your wife a widow. Oh, you weren't married? Oh, thank God. Alright, come with me, sir. It's time for you to say your final goodbye. Okay, hang on. So let's switch to this, not to this thing. What, this button. Wow, they make this stuff out of some really, really nice material. Okay. The after crime report is going to be hysterical here. It's like, all right, what do we found? Well, there's a bunch of rounds that were put into the local lighthouse that didn't break it. Huh? Okay, so hang on. Do I have an EMP right now? I have a flash grenade. I have the airfoil round, I have the sticky shocker, and I have the sticky camera. I don't think I have the EMP right now. Excuse me. Apparently a pistol attachment. Okay, so how do I pistol attach? I know what it is. That's what this thing is. I was wondering what that thing was earlier. But now I'm out of rounds. So we knocked out one of the lights, although it's still generating light. Don't. Oh, no, it's back. Well, anyways. Whee. I do love me some jank. Wait, there's a switch? What? Switches are allowed in this game? Let's see. Aha! Now, call for extraction. Mission complete. Had to murder a guy to do it. Sure, whatever. Rescue Morgenholt. Cancelled. Eliminate Hugo Lacerda. Cancelled. Scan the barcode. Never figured out how to do that. 33 minutes. Oh my god. Identified once, knocked out two, killed three, knocked out one civilian, and one body found. Terrible.
The body of kidnapped American computer engineer Bruce Morgenholt was discovered in a village in Peru this morning. Implicated in the kidnapping and failed ransom attempt is Hugo Lacerda, alleged leader of the People's Voice, a newly formed guerrilla organization. Here we see the USS Clarence E. Walsh en route to the Yellow Sea for her first assignment amid rising tensions in the region. Dubbed the flagship of a 21st century fleet by Defense Secretary Mason, who reaffirmed America's commitment to our Japanese allies.
It is our hope that the presence of the Walsh, now the world's premier electronic and information warfare platform, will help diffuse the tensions in the region.
Yep, one destroyer. Make sure he is never able to communicate what he may have learned. Oh, excuse me.
Information you recovered in Peru makes it look like Hugo Lacerda was contracted by a third party to kidnap and interrogate Morgenholt. His payment was in weapons. He appears to be using those arms to equip his own men and pay off debts to other guerrilla groups. Maybe Lacerda is a nickel-ante loser, but maybe he's learned some things from Morgenholt that we don't want anyone to know. The Maria Narcissa is out to sea, so there's no escape. Board her, search her, find out who Lacerda's been dealing with, and then make sure he doesn't have an opportunity to spread what he knows. Fifth freedom.
What Morgenholt knew about the mass kernels, recursive computation, and weaponized algorithms is akin to what Oppenheimer knew about atoms or what Turing knew about digital computers. Project Watson, the United Nations investigation into the mass kernels, will be remembered for centuries alongside the Manhattan Project as fundamental research that changed the nature of warfare forever. Imagine if Che Guevara had kidnapped and interrogated Oppenheimer in 1959, and you have a pretty accurate parallel of the situation we're in right now.
We're going to send the helicopter out about 40 clicks ahead of the Maria Narcissa and leave you in the water on her course. You'll board covertly onto the bow. Search the ship and the holds. Find out what you can about the arms shipments and who Lacerda is dealing with. Satellite imaging shows the Maria Narcissa racks a small launch on the stern. That will be your primary extraction. If things go badly, we might be able to arrange to pluck you out of the sea.
We'll keep the Walsh inside a helicopter range of the target vessel at all times. If something goes wrong, we should be able to assist in extraction. If you play it safe, we'll recover you when the ship's launched from open water once you're out of visual range of the ship.
Excuse me. So this is interesting because I decided to double check my thoughts on that. And yeah, the fifth freedom specifically refers to the right to transport. The fifth freedom is the freedom to go between two foreign countries, and if one of either the origination or the destination is your own country. I don't know why that applies here. Did I miss something? Like, how does fifth freedom have anything to do with anything here? Either way, I have to look something up on my website now. Oh, God, I'm blind. All right. It does sound cool, but, like, I'm confused. He has the right to transit. Okay, are we killing him? Yes. Why? Because he has the right to transit. Pay attention. God, Fisher. Why do you have to be so mean? Okay, that's what I thought. Interesting, Black Malcolm. But thank you for sharing. I understand that, like, you can't always come up with a new terminology, but, like, the fifth freedom is a very real thing, as I just told you. It even sounded familiar, and I was right. So, like... What? Ah! Okay, whatever. What would we call it if a game pays attention to optional objectives you've done to change future missions? We don't have a lot of precedents for that kind of a thing. I suppose... No, that doesn't feel right. Hang on. Let me pull up the audit list. Oh, God, I'm blind again. Don't worry, I can be even blinder. Behold. All right. I'm not sure we've ever had a game that has that kind of a thing in it. That might be so rare, we might just bake that into core mechanic and call it a day. It could also be a function of level design. Oh, if it's just changing, like, dialogue and stuff, that's actually a story aspect, and we have a category for that. If a president is above the law, we have issues off the deeper end. Like, unrelated. Very terrifying issues. And I'm definitely quoting Star Trek 6 there. Okay. Sorry about the wait. Okay, what do we got here? Pistol, sticky camera, sticky shocker, airfoil, flash grenade. It's the same. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Fisher, we just pulled up Celestinia's last dry dock report for the Maria Narcissa. They have a newly installed central alarm system.
Don't tell me. 3 alarms and the mission is over?
Of course not. This is no video game, Fisher. But you don't want the whole place alerted to your presence. Keep it under control.
Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop.
What are you doing up here? Just trying to get away from that jerk Lacerda. Tell me about it. What a pain. We should kill him. Toss him overboard. Yeah, I'd agree with you. But those guys protecting him... Yeah, you're right. They look dangerous.
Like I mentioned earlier, Plutonia, the only behind-the-scenes info I was really able to find out about this game was how much time and effort was spent on the hardware, the tech side of things. Yeah, that I kind of figured. Judo Joker. Also, this is the 3rd game in the series? That's interesting. Do you mind telling me what the 2nd game was? Pandora Tomorrow. Fascinating. So, to explain that slightly, I was talking about this game with my brother-in-law recently because he's played it and the first game, and the 3rd game, the one after this. And if you're paying attention to that nomenclature, yeah, there was no presumption of a 2nd game. And yeah, the other one we were talking about was Double Agent. Or Undercover, or whatever else it's called. It's actually funny how rare it is when we'll get 2 versions of a game, or 3 versions of a game that are completely different from each other. Sonic does that semi-frequently, like with Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations. And we had that with Force Unleashed, if you remember. And that's the full list in my head. I'm sure there's others. Wow, that is a lot of heat. Okay. I can see the guy coming anyway, so we're gonna back off. There we go. Harry Potter did that, apparently. I didn't know that, but I believe you. Oops. Ah, that tracks, Judo Joker. I mean, this is Ubisoft, and they have a demonstrable pattern? Not sure what to call that. Of their games getting worse over time.
Fisher, it looks like Lacerda is spreading around his newfound wealth. paying off debts with some of the arms that were delivered to him.
You want me to scan any more weapons crates?
Better idea. Plant tracking devices on them, and we can see who they end up getting delivered to.
Okay.
How? Honestly, this is going to sound like a joke, but it's a lot easier to see ever since I turned off the lights, which is why the lights have remained off. I'm apparently spotted now, too. Great. That's a good thing. I don't want to cast too much shade on a game I haven't played, but I know several people have been doing comparison videos of Star Wars Outlaws compared to older Ubisoft games, where... Yeah, how? How? And it's objectively worse. I don't mean like subjectively in terms of gameplay stuff. I mean literally motion capture, facial animation, water interactions. Like the game is worse than the game that came out like 10 years ago. I'm not saying these fall into the same jurisdiction. I'm just saying it's not like Ubisoft has never made a sequel, which is substantially worse than its predecessor. Yeah, actually, Watch Dogs is another example of that concept. In fact, while we're on the subject, Ghost Recon Wildlands, which is a very good game, I highly recommend, versus the dog crap that came after it. I don't even remember the name of it, but I hated it. Okay. There we go. We're good. We're good. Yes, actually. That was the joke I made earlier. Offshore Twitch account. The only Sam Fisher game I played was Ghost Recon Wildlands. Fun fact, that was the worst mission in that game. That's not actually a joke. It was a binary, if you get detected, you instantly fail the mission. But, like, with a lot of other things that make that much more annoying than it already is. How do I put a frickin' tracker on these crates? I would like to accomplish at least one of these side objectives. Yeah, let me turn on my headphones. There we go. Okay. Okay, find the spot. Because yeah, I know there's the contextual thing, which will pop up. Maybe it's this one over here in the corner. Because that's the hardest one to get to. I don't remember if he was in End War. You sure, Judo Joker? I mean, the previous level had no music at all. We're just gonna give up on this. Oh god, it's this stupid thing. Oh my god, come on, game!
Good job, Sam. That's the first crate. Keep your eyes peeled for any more.
All right.
Sorry. It's...
Fisher, we just intercepted a radio call from the Maria Narcissa. She's reporting a hull leak and asking for an escort.
The ship is sinking.
No, but apparently several compartments are flooded. You'll need to activate the bilge in the forward machine room to access all the cargo holds.
Okay. I mean, that tracks. That's good level design. Making sure that we can see the object we can interact with in a clear and obvious way. It's right there through the narrow passageway we have to go through. So, okay, I'm with that. I just wish they hadn't made me search the entire first room first, but whatever. Anyway, it's time to go fix their ship for them. I know, I'm terrible, Traxie. You don't have to say it. Hopefully not, Luke. I love the mop and bucket there. Just, you know, thanks for that.
Stop that! Get that light back on!
It's time to defeat the sea.
What the hell was that?
Yeah. Okay.
Teach you a lesson!
He's here!
Yeah, you can't see me, Giga Pudding. I am invisible. You cannot see me, Giga Pudding. Okay, so yeah, I haven't saved yet.
Just pulled up Celestinia's last dry dock report.
Yeah, I know.
Maria Narcissa.
Just
They
don't.
have a newly installed central alarm system.
Don't tell me. 3 alarms and the mission is over?
Of course not. This is no video game, Fisher. And you don't want the whole place alerted to your presence. Keep it under control.
Weird lag spikes, but whatever.
Where is he? I think we've lost him! What was that? I think I saw it.
Yeah, what kind of armor do we have? Anyways, jeez.
Fisher, we just pulled up Celestinia's last dry dock report for the Maria Narcissa. They have a newly installed central alarm system.
Don't tell me. 3 alarms and the mission is over?
Of course not. This is no video game, Fisher. And you don't want the whole place alerted to your presence. Keep it under control.
What are you doing up here? Just trying to get away from that jerk Lacerda. Tell me about it. What a pain. We should kill him. Toss him overboard. Yeah, I'd agree with you. But those guys protecting him. Yeah, you're right. They look dangerous.
What? Oh, because he was looking down.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. But those guys protecting him.
Yeah, you're right. They look dangerous.
Yep, even the bad guys hate him. Can I not make it in time? I can make it in time. Hey, Juice. I'm testing something, forgive me. But I wanted to do this anyways. I should have done it last mission. Should have done it last mission. Yep. It saved where he was in his loop. Pretty much precisely. So yeah, I was right. It is functionally a save state. It's just, you know, arduous to physically save. Bull crap. Save. Thought I saved here. Alright, whatever. Either way, that codifies the positive I've already jotted down. Go away. Go away. So, favorite Batman villain from the Arkham games? Specifically. Who saw me? Who is seeing me here? Gosh. So on the one hand, we have all of them, because they're all kind of obvious. And good. Amazing. Like, of course, it's a really good version of the Joker, and it's a really good version of Penguin. So, like, you know. Honestly, I'd probably be torn between one of those two. Joker or Penguin. It's one of my favorite takes on both.
What's that
That's
noise?
not the... God damn it! Oh, City 100%. In both cases. That's not what I meant to do. That's also not what I meant to do.
All right, I admit it.
So I'm not sure how to activate the EMP other than just shooting the gun. Two-Face has been pretty cool a lot of times.
Fisher, it looks like Lacerda is spreading around his newfound wealth, paying off debts with some of the arms that were delivered to him.
You want me to scan any more weapons crates?
Better idea. Plant tracking devices on them, and we can see who they end up getting delivered to.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Two-Face was very much a tutorial villain in City. Like, they talk a big thing, and in the background lore, if you're paying attention, he's one of the 3 biggest crime lords in Arkham City. But in the game, he doesn't do anything, and he's taken out very early on.
Good job, Sam. That's the first crate. Keep your eyes peeled for any more.
All right.
Fisher, we just intercepted a radio call from the Maria Narcissa. She's reporting a hull leak and asking for an escort.
The ship is sinking.
No, but apparently several compartments are flooded. You'll need to activate the bilge in the forward machine room to access all the cargo holds.
Oh, Joker won, 100%. He got exactly what he wanted. I was actually going to ask, what do the difficulty options do? Because we do need to determine that. Since, you know, that's part of the review. What do you mean, Black Malkin? Yeah. He's fine. No, I held him for a second, but he didn't say interrogate, so I assumed he had nothing to talk about. No, I saw the crawl space. Sorry. I should explain what I'm doing here. I like to do these kind of games without being detected at all. You know, rather than just knock out people and progress, you are never detected. Ghosting, right? We've talked about ghosting before. But I don't know how to ghost through this room. Because I would have to lure him out somehow. And then be in a position to progress past him as he goes out to investigate. Problem is, I've actually already tried the obvious, which is hiding over here when he goes out and does his thing. And he immediately spots me, so, like, maybe I can try it. Oh, let's try it, let's try it.
The lights! Damn it, please, just toy with me.
Nope, that's a detective thing. Okay, so,
It's just darkness. I mean, we're playing for this.
See, this sounds like detective music to me. Because then he's going to come over, he's going to come out, on alert. Wander over here. Hit the switch. See, he's got his gun out. So this feels like it's a detection thing. Yeah, that was the only idea I had to get by him without actually knocking him out. Whatever. Let's just go with
There
it.
should be a large pump in here that you can use to drain the forward cargo hold.
I'll find it.
So damage, health, enemy awareness, and hacking difficulty, which time limit. That doesn't sound great as far as difficulty options go. What are we thinking? I know Plutonius thought, because he's the one who said negative.
You want to start that pump there or what? I don't know how this stupid thing works. Captain Diego says hurry up or we'll sink. Well, if I do it wrong, we might sink faster. Then don't do it wrong. Easy for you to say.
Is someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
Yeah, the only reason that's not an automatic negative is because of enemy awareness.
Good job. That'll drain the flooded compartments. Now you...
I guess let's rewind a second. Whoops. I meant to rewind past that.
I don't know how this stupid thing works. Well, if I do it wrong, we might sink faster. Then don't do it wrong. Easy for you to say.
I'm not gonna question that. I'm not gonna question that. I apparently can't go over to this obviously open space. So I'm gonna scooch a little bit. He might not move. Okay. Let's watch him for a second. But if not, we may have to throw something. Okay, let's go around the corner here a little bit. Do we have something to throw, actually? I don't know what an airfoil round is. I'm pretty sure I know what a sticky shocker is. It's true. I keep forgetting that the EMP thing works because I've yet to get it to work properly. So let's see if we can get it to work properly. Limit?
It's not supposed to do that, is it?
There we go.
6 weeks out of warranty and bam, the thing starts screwing up.
Good job. That'll drain the flooded compartments. Now you can search for the bill of lading attached to Lacerda's shipments.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, that explains why the EMP was never working. I assumed that it had to charge, because you were talking about charging, right? So I assumed you had to charge it, then shoot. But apparently no, you just have to then hit L1 once it's not red. Now that I have that in my head, that might help going forwards.
I'm betting that Lacerda's shipping container is somewhere in this compartment. The bill of lading should be mounted on the side.
I'll have a look around.
Very, very quiet. I'm hunting wabbits. Wabbits named Giga. Where are you, Giga? I will find you.
Good work, Sam. It looks like whoever delivered these arms to Lacerda was operating through a proxy.
Who?
Actually, the camera isn't off.
Mercantil Costa Fuerza Seguridad de Panama.
Offshore bankers?
Yeah, the cigar-chomping kind.
Great. I love bureaucrats.
You still need to recover the transit ledger so we can figure out who else Lacerda is dealing with. Try the ship's office. I'm betting that Lacerda's shipping container is somewhere in this compartment. The bill of lading should be mounted on the side.
I'll have a look around.
That's a good point. Pigs are much tastier than bunnies. Like, have you ever had really good pork belly? Ugh.
Good work, Sam. It looks like whoever delivered these arms to Lacerda was operating through a proxy.
Who?
Mercantil Costa Fuerza Seguridad de Panama.
Offshore bankers?
Yeah, the cigar-chomping kind.
Great. I love bureaucrats.
You still need to recover the transit ledger so we can figure out who else Lacerda is dealing with. Try the ship's office. They should have that information.
Yeah.
Ah, that's pork neck.
Tell me you found the live routes.
Somewhere on the top deck, on the side, and there's a powered launch on the stern.
Think there is enough for everyone?
Yeah, but I wouldn't trust them.
Okay.
Shit! What was that?
What was what?
Hear something?
No, there's nothing. What are you doing?
You better hope so.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think they saw the open door. I think you're right. Hey, Colgrim. It's so I can see the game. Like, I'm here. I can prove it. I got a flashlight, see? But, yeah.
Shit!
I don't know how these stupid...
Shit!
Okay, whatever.
What was that?
What was that?
I am not sure.
Well, next time be sure. We can't afford
They
mistakes.
cannot see me. For I am invisible. So, it could be argued that the game should be this dark. I would argue against that, as I often have. As we talked about literally in the game we played right before this one, there's a difference between making a game that is dark and making a game that is hard to see. And then I know what you're going to say. You can just play around like this. I think I've literally already made my point here, but we'll play with this on for a while just so you can really see what this feels like. Oh, that guy is not moving, is he? Look at him. "2005, Colbram. Pretty much in the early swing of the brown era of gaming. I don't know if that affects it, I'm just commenting. Because graphics started really being a thing, and that's why the brown era of gaming exists. Is he gonna move? He is just staring at. Look at him. Are you bugged, sir? What are you doing? Yeah, I was gonna say, he looks like he's literally stuck.
Damn it! What was that?
Oh, nope, that unstuck. Okay, he saw us. Okay, so.
Shit! What?
Okay, let's rewind a little bit. Correct, Plutonia. We haven't even been spotted yet. We're actually at the point of ghosting right now. So it's this, and this, and this. We scooch forward until it's in range.
It's not supposed to do that, is it? Typical. 6 weeks of the warranty and bam, the thing starts screwing up.
Good job. That'll drain the flooded compartments. Now you can search for the bill of lading attached to Lacerda's shipments.
All right.
What was that? I think I saw it too.
God damn it, really? I'll let that one go.
Damn it! What was that?
Okay, so anyways. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, we were going to play the PC version, which, you know, I was all set for. And I couldn't get it streamable. So.
6 weeks of the warranty and bam, the thing starts...
Good job. That'll drain the flooded compartments. Now you can...
Really? Hey, just trying to piss me off.
It's not supposed
That sounds kind of cool, Black Ball.
6 weeks of the warranty.
Yeah, you'd think this room would have tons of sound cover. I can see it in the lower right there. It's not high.
Good job. That'll drain the flooded compartments. Now you can search for the bill of lading attached to Lacerda's shipments.
All right.
Is someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
I'm just gonna move past. I'm tired of being in the room.
I'm betting that Lacerda's shipping container is somewhere in this compartment. The bill of lading should be mounted on the side.
I'll have a look around.
Listen, nobody likes this game. Don't be silly.
Good work, Sam. It looks like whoever delivered these arms to Lacerda was operating through a proxy.
Who?
Mercantil Costa Fuerza Seguridad de Panama.
Offshore bankers?
Yeah, the cigar-chomping kind.
Great. I love bureaucrats.
You still need to recover the transit ledger so we can figure out who else Lacerda is dealing with. Try the ship's office. They should have that information.
Okay, so now we're here.
Tell me you found the live rats.
Somewhere on the top deck, on the side, and there's a powered launch on the stern.
Think there is enough for everyone?
Yeah, but I wouldn't trust them.
Let's see, what came out in 2005? What do we got here? We've got Resident Evil 4, Devil May Cry 3, Mario and Luigi 2, God of War 1, Guild Wars 1, the Nintendo DS came out, Gran Turismo 4 came out, this, obviously, Guitar Hero, Dawn of Sorrow, for those of you familiar with that, Psychonauts 1, Minish Cap. So it's weird as I feel like there's something came out this year that was a really big game, and I just am not spotting it. I mean, I guess it's God of War 1, but... Oh, Doom 3 came out in 2005. That's funny. That sounds like he just went to the right. Yep. Sure. No, not that loud. I mean, Resident Evil 4 was probably the juggernaut of the year. So that would make sense. Oh yeah, Fear came out in 2005 as well. I'm going to admit I never played that game. I'm getting there, Europe, but no, is the answer to your question. I figured out how EMPing works finally, though. It's honestly pretty hard to find a year for gaming that was just universally bad. Most years have at least something going for them.
Sensors in your suit are detecting a lot of fumes down there.
Yeah, I can smell it. Some kind of gas leak.
Could be enough to be a serious explosive hazard. We can't have any firing in the engine room.
Wonderful.
And don't expect the enemy to be smart enough to realize that. They might still open fire on you if they see you.
I get the message. I'll be discreet.
So now it's, if you're detected, it's game over.
No, I thought it was you. Smells like, I'm not sure, like gas fumes. Smells like blood. Yeah, smells like gas fumes from a slab. It's dangerous. Probably not.
You know, for some reason I can't think of any games that came out this year. Although, speaking of giving tons and tons of negatives to a game, soon we're playing Modern Warfare 2R. I spent a solid hour just trying to get that game to the main menu. Because it was so crash heavy that it would crash either before it started loading, when it started loading, or immediately after loading. And each time it always crashed at the same point when trying to connect to the servers, because of course I can't play Modern Warfare 2R offline. That's silly. So that run might not be happening. Just as a heads up, we'll see what happens. Either way, it's getting a firm triple negative. Like, right out of the gate. Modern Warfare 2R. Offshore Twitch account. The one I just... You're really not listening to me, are you? I know, right, Von Falkenstein? What's really funny is, near as I can tell, once I get to the point where I've launched the campaign, which is a separate executable somewhere, it should be fine. But getting to that point is going to be a colossal hassle. This guy is not moving, is he? Okay. What else we got? We got the guy up top. We got the guy over there. The guy who's standing there. Yes, the next game we're playing after this will be Colony Ship. If you remember Age of Decadence, which we've actually done a playthrough of, in fact, we have a modern review of, then it's that, but in space. Modern Warfare 1R was very good. That's not the problem. In fact, I expect Modern Warfare 2R to be a very good game. The problem is the fact that I took a solid hour just trying to get the game running. Which, once again, proves that you're not listening to me, because that's how I started this sentence. Mercenaries Playground of Destruction is a PS2 game. Although, it actually took me a minute to find it. I know, you can make fun of me, but it's because there is no such game. There's only Mercenaries. Now, I assumed, after a certain point, that Mercenaries was the game in question. Which way is he going?
Did you see that?
He is coming this way. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so let's rewind here. And then I went ahead and grabbed Mercenaries, and lo and behold, Mercenaries is, in fact, Mercenaries Playground of Destruction. So, yay! Had a couple of graphical glitches, though, so that should be fun. Where'd he go? Did he decide not to go this way this time? Yeah, he didn't. He went the other way. Hold on a second. We're going to stop stealthing for a moment. Run! Run full tilt. We're going to play Hitman for a second. No joke, I didn't actually come up with this term, but this is called the Hitman method.
What was that?
The Hitman method is when you just run through at full tilt trying to figure out what your objective is and try to mentally map out things so that you can then reload the stage and do it properly. Okay, so now let's rewind back to here. Oh, I will. Offshore Twitch account. That sounds pretty cool. Oh, it's got a machine. And yeah, I am, of course, looking forward to Hitman 3, because I really liked Hitman 2. Surely 3 will be more, the better, right? Like that's how that works. True. Oh, sure, sure, sure. Well, I'm boxed in. Which Hitman 3? Well, I'm playing Hitman World of Assassination, or whatever dumb name they came up with for it. But yeah, it's Hitman 1, 2, and 3. That guy over there is just such an irritant. Oh, excuse me. I mean, it's the same exact problem I just had with Modern Warfare 2R. Which doesn't exist. Like Von Falkenstein says, just use the separate executable. Couldn't find it. Not sure it even is a thing. Nope, I'm just going to call it Hitman. World of Assassination is too long of a title, and I don't feel like typing that out.
No one here. No signs of return.
I'm barely joking. If you check the website, you know I've got the review page, right? And on said review page, I have a table, which is pretty much the central document of the website. And that's what keeps track of all the reviews. Shows what they got, shows a link to the full typed out review, and also gives a link to the VOD, if you want to watch that. So I don't particularly feel like, you know, typing up Hitman World of Assassination on that, because that's going to be way too long. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see if he's looking in my direction, because we're about to go into a very bright area. So, turns out that yes, he could see us over there. Jesus, this guy. Okay. My favorite stealth game so far? Dishonored 2, 100%. Mostly due to level design, but... And he's coming this way, which is just great. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah. Oh, this is really irritating. Yeah, Dishonored 2 is probably my favorite stealth game. After that, I'd have to think about that. I was very impressed with Mankind Divided. See, I'm the opposite. I was not a big fan of Dishonored 1, really. I mean, it's not a bad game, but it's just nowhere near as well designed as 2, in my opinion. Thank you very, very much, Cashel. As always. I'll jot that down for Guild Wars 1. Finder. Righteous, and Xenoblade 3. We got it. That's true. Dishonored 2 is less grimdark. But no, I meant purely on a gameplay axis. I don't know. I haven't actually reviewed Dishonored 2 yet. I have reviewed Dishonored 1, and it scored a lot worse than I was expecting, so, shrug. I will admit I do love the Clockwork Mansion, but there's actually a later mission I like even more. Yes, Dishonored 2 was also one of the first games we encountered on this show that allows custom difficulty options in like a really, really good way. And I will always give a game credit for that, even if it's a game I don't otherwise like. Looking at you, Last of Us 2. Okay, we're past the jackass. We did it. We're nowhere. How many missions are in this game, by the way? Because we are absolutely nowhere. Maybe I should just start shooting everybody. I love it. I get 3 immediate answers to that question. 10, 13, 11. Shoot mode. I mean, if you remember when we streamed Dishonored 2, we spent like a couple of days, maybe 3 or 4 days, doing a very, very, very stealthy playthrough. And then we spent like 3 hours doing a kill playthrough. Just absolutely blitzing. It was very funny. I thought it was very funny. First, like the first mission, we went through in like, God, I don't know, 5 minutes.
Sam, you're near the ship's office. This deck, starboard side.
I'll find the transit ledgers there.
That's where they should be keeping them.
I'll arrive aboard your ship sometime tonight. Please keep your smelly hooligans out of the way. I don't want to be disturbed.
Go.
That's
Complaining
good.
about the ledgers. Bastard. I hope someone cuts his throat.
Lacerda is not a man to trifle with.
I'm hoping someone else will do it.
That someone would experience painful death at Lacerda's hands. Where is Lacerda now?
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Agreed on both points, Van Falkenstein. In Dishonored 2, the only real impact that has is on your character. For those of you who've never seen it, I will never forget, if you play as her in Dishonored 2, and you go full kill, she becomes like this horrifically brutal, evil tyrant type. Like, the voice actress does a disturbingly good job of sounding
You know what I
cold.
don't understand? Here we are, loaded up with Colombian, best coffee in the world.
And the coffee tastes like bad guano.
Exactly. What's up with that?
Because Captain Diego buys the cheapest coffee he can find.
Why?
Because cheap coffee sweats more. Makes it harder for the dogs to smell what's hidden inside the coffee.
Ah, that makes sense. Still, wouldn't mind a good cup of coffee.
Tell me about it.
Pop goo. When you need to pop your goo, think pop goo.
Back up!
You know what? I'll be right back.
We've got you surrounded! What's the weapon? Throw down your weapon!
We've got you surrounded! Quick, murder him! So, I'm curious now. Hang on a second. Let's go into blinding mode. We've only covered a couple of stealth games. In fact, we've only covered 5 stealth games so far. And most of them have not scored super well. Dishonored did manage a 75, which is not bad. But the rest are all roaming in the 50s range. The only stealth game we have that really knocked out of the park was A Plague Tale: Innocence, which was 209, which is a very, very good score. And that tracks. Ah. For the purposes of categorization, yes, I do count Metal Gear Solid as a stealth game.
Sam, you're near the ship's office. This deck, starboard side.
I'll find the transit ledgers there.
That's where they should be keeping them.
Before, Cashel. I mean, Metal Gear Solid is anime stealth, but it is still stealth, especially in terms of gameplay mechanics. Especially in 3 and 4. Yeah, I know we haven't covered those yet. I'm getting there, offshore Twitch account. I'm leaning towards building up a negative in the back of my head, though.
Yeah. You know what I don't understand? Here we are, loaded up with Colombian, best coffee in the world.
Guano.
Exactly. What's up with that?
Hey, Toma, have you seen Lacerda? No, but I heard him yelling at someone.
Okay.
Hey, Toma, have you seen Lacerda? No, but I heard him yelling at someone a few minutes ago. That's why I came here. What was he yelling about this time? Complaining about his quarters or something.
Game.
Bastard. Thinks now that he's got a little cash, he's king of the world. Down!
Okay. Well, I think it's just because we haven't covered the really good ones yet off our Twitch account. Like, we haven't covered the Hitmans, as
You know what I don't understand? Here
we haven't covered the good Metal Gear Solid games. We haven't covered Dishonored 2 yet. We haven't covered the Thief series yet.
And the coffee tastes like bad guano.
Exactly. What's up with that?
We haven't covered Styx, which I only found out about today.
Buys the cheapest coffee he can find.
Why?
Because cheap coffee sweats more. Makes it harder for the dogs to smell what's hidden inside the coffee.
Ah, that makes sense.
I think I've done a rumination on Thief, but I'm not even sure about that.
Tell me about it.
Gotta keep my eyes wide open.
Just staring at me. Just staring at me as he walks by there. Gotta keep my eyes wide open. Uh-huh. Yep, that's...
No, but I heard him yelling at someone a few minutes ago. That's why I came here. What was he yelling about this?
Yeah, someone clip that for the shorts, please.
Complaining about his quarters or something. Bastard. Thinks now that he's got a little cash, he's king of the world. He'll get his one of these days. You'll see.
Okay, so I did do a room on Thief. Thank you. Yeah, I tend to not remember which games I've covered for those. What are those green lights? Eh. I mean, that was 8 years ago, Holbolt. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, sorry. So what do you think, up or down? What are you feeling? Oh, we should go down, because that looks like a thing I could interact with. There it is. Boop. I don't think I've even played Thief 2. I became aware of the Thief series much later. So, years after it came out, I played a game you've probably heard of called System Shock 2. And from System Shock 2, I became aware of the Thief series and then vectored into that. But I played a friend's copy of Thief 1, and that's it.
Hey, did Lacerda pass through here?
Yeah, he was here a few minutes ago, complaining about the ledgers. Bastard. I hope someone cut his throat.
Lacerda is not a man to trifle with.
I'm not going to trifle with him. I'm hoping someone else will do it.
That someone would experience pain to death from Lacerda's hands. Where is Lacerda now?
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
I'm very worried about the sealant rings and the gas pipes. We already had several small gas leaks. If it gets worse, a single spark could sink this rat trap. Yeah, I think the closest exposure I've had to Thief 2 was Mandalore Gaming. Plug for Mandalore Gaming, by the way. The alien Zomi? No, I don't think I've heard of that, Von Falkenstein. I don't think they see me yet. Oh, no, okay, there we go. So... Thief 2 is the mechanical age, right? I think. Okay, we have another place we could go. Let's walk away from that for now. Oh, I believe it off your Twitch account. And yeah, obviously... Oh, I already said that. Never mind. Sorry. God. Getting distracted. Dishonored 2 also has my favorite death animation, like, in general. It's when one of the automatons beheads you, and as you might imagine, your camera stays with your head. So... So let's talk out this negative I was debating, and you can argue against this. I want to have a discussion here. I'm not trying to just say, "This is terrible, negatives everywhere."
I thought I could have.
This is terrible, negatives everywhere. All right, no, it's for the save and load time. It has a good save and load system. I'm impressed with it. I gave it a positive for it, but it is so slow, and games like these, in my experience, tend to benefit from, well, you know, being able to save and load quickly, like I'm demonstrating this very second. This is especially true when your playstyle is like me, where I like to ghost, where I like to go through and not be detected at all. It is hardware dependent, and that's true. It is probably just this version, but this is the version we're reviewing, and therefore it would count for this version.
Okay, Sam. Judging by the numbering on the crates, that's about half of them. See if you can find the rest.
It is kind of a weird thing. No, I've noticed it too, Loke. I think it's just the PS2 emulator. It doesn't. Okay. Well, so okay. Let's demonstrate. So let's do a hypothetical here, right? So let's say I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go walk up here. I need to make sure that I'm saving before I do this. So this is me saving. Okay. And then I walk up and, oh god, I'm detected! So now I gotta, you know, go back to that. And then I sneak forward. Oh my god, he saw me! And so we gotta load again. And admittedly, this is a huge gray area because it is very much part of the hardware. And that's the defense right there. Oops. What? Who? Who saw me? Who exists? Who saw me? Who's shooting? Who are you? Where did you come from? And yeah, that's the shame of it, is because part of the reason I was hoping to recover the PC version is this is actually one of the features I'm almost positive is smoothed over in the PC version. Really, offshore Twitch account. See, I'm pretty much the exact opposite on that, as I'm demonstrating right now. Like, save scumming is part of understanding the level design, level layout. It's part of learning it. You know, that's the point of save scumming. When a guy sneaks up behind me because I didn't know he existed, I reload because I didn't know he existed, right? I'm not saying your playstyle's invalid, just that's how I tend to approach that.
All clear.
It almost feels aggravating to do this, but I think I agree. I think I cannot actually give a negative for something that is a fundamental hardware problem. Like, I can give negatives for, like, a game. I'll use a specific example. Oh god, what's it called? Animorphs on the Game Boy. Animorphs on the Game Boy has a terrible save system. And in fact, actually, a lot of older games do, because they don't. They have passcodes. Now, passcodes can be done well. There's actually a lot of good design that goes into good passcode design. And passcodes can also be done terribly. Like, just right off the top of my head, having O's and zeros both exist in your passcode system is already a mistake. Like, there's a reason most modern input things just don't allow you to do one or the other. It's always going to be an O, or it's always going to be a zero, right? You can also reduce the amount of characters that can exist. There's an NES game, Hoshi no Mito Hiroto, or whatever the hell it's called, which has all three alphabets as part of its passcode. Good freaking luck telling what a specific character is across three goddamned alphabets in order to figure its passcode. So what I'm trying to say is that would be the kind of thing that would 100% be a negative, because that's a bad passcode system, right? By contrast, I think this is just hardware. Like, this is just PS2 hardware. Like, any PS2 game is going to have this exact same save issue. If we were reviewing Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 1, which we're going to do someday, I'm not going to give that a negative for the fact that saving takes like a solid 30 seconds every time you do it because it's a PS1 game. Now, having said that, there are other layers to this that could have made this worse or bad or whatever. And yeah, like exactly like Offshore Twitch accounts just said there. That being stated, one thing I do think might actually qualify as a potential overall negative, and I would like people's thoughts on this as well, is there doesn't seem to be a lot of evade in this game. I do like how stealth is a gradient. That's a good thing, and I should jot that down here. But like once you're in detect mode, by everything that I can tell, the options are shoot them or die. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that. Oh my god. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. That worked out surprisingly well. We're just gonna be a smooth criminal here. Whoop, too fast, too fast.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing. You saw nothing.
There he is!
Okay. Nope, wrong one. There we go.
Get behind!
Okay. Okay. Hang on. Yeah, chair guys continue to be a problem in this game. Try and get rid of his buddy first. This guy, he's really into it. There we go. Holy crap.
What's in here?
What? Where did you come from?
Never mind that. I'm looking for Hugo Lacerda.
I think the captain probably just logged a memo about room assignments on the server.
Server, huh?
Well, basically, technically, it's a server, but it's a piece of junk.
As long as it tells me what I want to know.
Please, let me go.
You got it.
So Lacerda is holed up in the captain's quarters.
Where's that?
Third deck, port side. The two interior stairwells are the only access to that deck.
Wait, there's a map, Plutonia? The body of American Bruce Morgenholt was recovered in Peru today. No cause of death announced, but the U.S. State Department has demanded an apology from the Peruvian Army for their possible botched rescue operation. Japan's ISDF revealed their findings into the events surrounding the Black Gold Day. The report alleges that North Korean and Chinese information warfare attacks may have been manipulated worldwide markets to bring about the economic collapse in Japan. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's horrible. It's so horrible. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, hang on. So there's me. I'm the glowing floor. Yep. Okay, I do like that feature. This shows where I was. That's actually a good feature. But, no, that's not what... that is not what I would call particularly readable. Like, it's there. It is there. I can tell that there's a thing below me 1 story, and then a thing below me 3 stories. And like I said, I like this previous thing that's showing the route I've taken. Right, that's where I came in, and then I went this way, and then I went this way, and then I went this way, and now I'm here. Oh no, that's not my route. That's just the rooms. That is much less useful. Okay, never mind. Cool. Well, we'll put a pin in the map for now, because this is just... This too. Goals. Kill. 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 Alright, what else we got? The ship has an alarm system. Be careful. Oh, that's the data we were to grab. The SC-20 prototype is the thing that's scrolling too fast for me to read out loud. Metroid Prime, Don Crow, and Jedi Fallen Order. And that's the list. That's the 2 of them. Oh, and Doom 4. Sorry, I forgot about Doom 4. Sorry. I don't remember the map in Descent. It's been a really long time since I played Descent. I'm not sure if the map is a negative, truthfully. We'll chew on that. Like, Plutonia might be right. It might, or Takoida, or whoever said that. It might just be, you know, the level is the problem here. Now, that would still arguably be an issue with the map design, but we'll chew on it. We'll chew on it. It's okay. So I want to go down 1. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, that guy's going the other way. And that's a good thing, because otherwise I'd be loading another state. Oh, hang on. So now that we have access to this amazing map here. Oh, I have to go down another floor. Okay. I wonder.
Who's there?
No. Come on. Crap.
Who's there? Gary, what was that?
That's really irritating. Whatever, I'm gonna give up on full ghosting. It's kind of unlikely to do a proper ghost of a game you've never played before, am I right? Not without taking entirely too long. By mandate or by fun, Dakota? What? Why am I down here? Okay, that's not where I thought I was. Hang I mean, it was always fun to do a Go Loud playthrough. Well, that's not true. In Dishonored 1, it's very much not fun to do a Go Loud playthrough, as we demonstrated. But in some games, it can be fun to go loud and just be like, "Argh." Nope, I'm a floor down from where I want to be. How do I go up? I just came down the stairs, though. Loading, please wait. Reticulating splines. It's like it's on this floor, but there's no doors on this floor. For this one, for that matter. Maybe... I'm just gonna hitman this for a second. Okay, is this our destination? Is this where we're going? Nope, this is above where I want to be.
Around up there.
The game is on! Who's there? Nothing here. Never hurts to check.
Okay. Stairs down. We're making progress. I was gonna say, is there a speedrun for ghosting in this game?
Damn it. I could have sworn.
There he is!
Him.
I saw something there.
Of course, he's coming this way.
Get behind!
Yeah, we're just gonna be on this boat for the whole game. Sorry, everyone. Alright, I don't really have anywhere...
See me, Capitan.
What? Oh, no. Okay. Yep, that's not gonna work. You know, I. Okay. Let's just sit here for a second. Have a peppermint patty, very important. So I can see the game, Ross.
Damn it. I could have sworn I saw someone down there.
Well, I don't like this boat very much. Yeah, we went from too much bloom to too much gloom. Very appropriate. The boat, Tearjerker. Don't like the boat.
Helm.
See me, Capitan.
Make your heading 88 degrees, 6 minutes. Maintain speed.
Sí, señor.
Scopes are clear?
Sí, señor.
Gracias.
The problem with doing a stream cam filter is by the nature of it, it would require the lights to be on, which defeats the entire point of being able to see the game. I thought about that earlier. I know. We're not ghosting him there, but honestly, screw this guy. This guy has been the cause of like 10 minutes of pain for me. So come on. You're lucky I don't kill you. I should kill you. I should murder this man.
Helm.
See me, Capitan.
Make your heading 88 degrees, 6 minutes. Maintain speed.
It's not a great hiding spot, but it's gonna have to do.
Good job, Sam. 2 more crates to go.
Boy, I kind of wish I could see where I was. so like... Whoop, sorry. Browse on random. Let's see. Okay. Shoot, I'm lost now. Guess there's that, right? That means there has to be a that.
I tell you, never in my life have I been so insulted.
I don't see why you're so upset. He got you past the inspection. You think it's easy to get through the canal zone with all the crackdowns these days?
I don't care if it's hard. You think my job is easy? No. But this insult, forcing me to bribe an inspector out of my own pocket. No. This big shot, this Vice President Senor Segundo Ruiz de Medeiros. Ha! I'll show him.
Fine.
Mark my words. I'll make him pay. I'll make him pay double, or my name is not Hugo Lacerda.
Great.
I need another drink.
Oh my god. What happened to our spine?
I tell you, never in my life have I been so insulted.
I don't see why you're so upset. He got you past the inspection. You think it's easy to get through the canal zone with all the crackdowns these days?
I don't care if it's hard. You think my job is easy? No. But this insult, forcing me to bribe an inspector out of my own pocket. No. This big shot, this vice...
You die, and you instantly ragdoll. Sorry.
I tell you, never in my life have I been so insulted.
I'll just walk up with my uniform.
Why you're so upset? He got you past the inspection.
That's one thing that Agent 47 has different from most other stealth people. Most other stealth people try not to be seen. Agent 47 tries not to be noticed. You just walk in with, you know, the appropriate uniform on and just sit over there like, yep, I belong here. Who are you? I am a fellow guard. Oh, okay.
Fine.
Mark my words. I'll make him pay. I'll make him pay double, or my name is not Hugo Lacerda.
Great.
Yeah, we call that the charisma stealth score. Whoops. 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 There we go. Okay.
Let me see. Now where would that fat pig stash his rum?
Shh. Don't make a scene.
Madre de Dios.
Not exactly. But if it makes you feel better to pray.
Please don't kill me.
Lacerda, come on.
Calm him down.
See. I'm looking for some rum.
What, you need a hand?
No, I'll find it.
Good job.
Please let me go. I won't tell them I saw you.
You don't understand what's happening here, do you? Morgenholt, your goons tortured him to death, and I'm holding you responsible.
Oh, no! It's not my fault!
The only thing worse than a coward is a liar. You gave the order, and now you're gonna die for it.
Please!
First, tell me who contracted you to kidnap him.
I don't know. I swear! I was contacted indirectly. I was warned not to try and find out. Un momento! You'd better let me go, or they'll come looking.
You wish.
I'm a coward. Please! I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
Good job, Fisher. I'll inform the Joint Chiefs that Lacerda is no longer a threat.
Interesting. I did non-lethal, for reference. Wow, you can't close this door. Interesting.
I am not sure about this.
No, I haven't, Don Crow. I believe you, though. Okay, yeah, no, he's dead. Cool. Yep, alright. No, time to leave, I guess. Sure, let's get out of here. I thought that was always the way for Hexia. Like, from the very beginning. Either way, no, I am not. Uh-oh. It's one of my deadliest enemies. Chair guy!
The transit ledgers are forged. They say Lacerda's container is full of sugarcane and coconuts from a man named Nikaryakov in Malaysia.
Nikaryakov. I remember that name.
Nikaryakov is a code name that Philippine drug dealers use to indicate arms shipments.
So instead of nuts from Malaysia, Lacerda got guns from an imaginary Russian?
Exactly. All of your primary objectives are complete, Sam. Get to extraction whenever you want.
All right.
There's the flooding problem from earlier. I'm not sure where the extraction area is. And neither is the map, however.
I saw something there. I saw something.
No! No! I was trying to bash. Ah! He was too far away. He was too far away. Okay. Okay. So that doesn't go outside. Let's get him out of the way.
A trap? What does this guy think he's dealing with? Amateurs?
Yes. Hold on, so if we're here, it wants us to go down? Okay. No, that doesn't work. Okay. Let's just roam for a second here. Hope for the best. Don't mind me. Just as rats.
What would...
I'm hearing things.
Hey guys.
We've got the incoming!
Oh, that's a load screen. Well, okay, whatever. That's a bit of a shame, Plutonia. But I get why they did that. I'm not sure I agree with it. Nope, that's still not where I want to go. Okay, I guess the only... Well, hang on. Let's try the other thing. Yeah, it's taken us an entire shift to get through 2 levels. Not a good sign. Left. Left, Sam. Left. Left. Left! No? Okay. So, yeah, that didn't help anything because we're just back here. Alright, whatever.
Some kind of trap. This guy's good. All right. I admit.
What?
I guess it can't hurt to keep my eyes open.
What? What?
Trap? Well, nice try, senor. We'll see how smart you really are.
They learned it from me. They learned it from me. If you fail a secondary objective, you must complete it in a later mission. Really? This one dude has been such a bane of my existence this entire mission. Yeah, that guy right there.
Back up!
Yeah, that guy right there. Yeah, that's... Interesting little tidbit. I noticed there's no sprint button, which I suppose makes sense considering, but...
What is that?
I mean, social engineering is a concept, yes, but what do you mean, official?
Hold here right now.
Okay. So... Mission failed successfully. God damn. Didn't track all the data. Don't care. 5 enemies knocked out. However, no intruder, no injured, no killed. No civilians, no bodies found, no alarms triggered. Failure! Ugh. Okay. I know it's a bit early, but let's go ahead and pause for lunch. And then come back and, I don't know, maybe actually do more than 2 missions. I'll see you after lunch. You can't even see me doing it.